like you go on holiday for a while, you come back, you're the first one to use the toilet, and the toilet seat is ice. First or second day we was there, we was in the lobby about to go somewhere. Or some bloody Will Derbyshire walks in. I even said to my mum hasn't got a clue, but I said to my mum, I was like, Mum, that's Will Derbyshire.
Yeah.
She was like, brilliant. And I thought it'd be calm, but I ended up just sitting on a full table by myself, ordering food by myself, and it just seemed a bit sad.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Interlude podcast with your hosts, Tyler Lovance, and the one and only...
Callum with the cut on his face. How you doing? It's Big Man Cal. Tyler's fixing his cam. I've got a cut on my face, but if I face here, you can't see it, so I probably shouldn't have said anything.
I mean, you usually look at the camera at one point anyway, so...
So if you see it, that's why. It's a cut, so yeah.
You're currently listening to episode 27. As always, 27 weeks is crazy. I do want to say this now, because I can't say this, because it's going to happen. Episode 30 is going to be a good one. Trust me.
Oh my God, it's going to be sick. It's going to be so sick.
We're going to bring back Levi, and that's all I'm saying. We've said it already. We said it.
Jesus.
I remember saying it already, but we'll bring back Levi for a naughty little episode.
Naughty. It's going to be...
Yeah,
I can't believe we've been doing this for that long.
I know.
I can't believe it, because when we started it, before we started the podcast, and we was having the meetings and stuff, we were always like, me and you have this saying already, but we was always so adamant, like, never miss a week. We just won't.
I don't know.
So like, I'm kind of not surprised we've gone this far, but at the same time, it's like, it's gone very quickly. Like, I feel like this podcast is still very new, but it's not.
Nah, it's mad. It is actually mad, to be fair.
We've been doing this for over half a year.
Over half a year,
Over half a year, to put that into perspective. That's nuts.
It's crazy. Episode 27 though.
27.
Today, actually, before we start, how are you, mate?
I'm alright, mate. I'm a bit gassed because...
Love that.
Also, another shout out to all you man out there. Instagram. Man. I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong. I put a story out the other day saying it. I'm pretty sure now, Instagram, we have reached 100 blood clap followers.
1-1?
The
1-0.
big 1-1. 11 followers, lads. We made it.
The big 1-1. Come on.
Oh, wait, I'm looking now. Yeah, big exactly 100 followers. Exactly 100 followers.
So we've surpassed 100 on absolutely everything. No.
We have.
Wait,
yeah,
Twitter?
TikTok's 100. Twitter's like 20.
Twitter's
TikTok's well over 100. YouTube's over 100. Instagram's over 100.
Nice.
Twitter, we don't chat about Twitter because apparently nowadays it's not very active. But it's alright.
Twitter. Hey, we're still going to use it.
Wagwan to Tyler's dogs. We appreciate you. Thanks for joining us again.
You're going to hear them a lot this episode. But with me, you can't do anything about it.
You need to... Episode like 50 or 100 or something big, you need to bring your dogs in.
Bring them in.
I say.
Just carry them like this and start
it's actually 101. Just refreshed it. Instagram.
On Instagram. Jeez, come on.
101 Dalmatians.
So I had a guy, I love this. And I know it's only one person. I think his name is Donny. His name is Donny on Instagram. And very rarely I check my message requests because I requests.
You've said that before. Request, bro. It's coming back. I swear to God, you've said that before.
So I really check it. And I checked it for some reason. I don't get any, but I checked it. And this guy messaged me, and he didn't follow anyone new. Well, he followed people I knew, but I didn't follow. What is it? We didn't have any like followers in common, basically. And he was like, I posted a story of these two artists. I'll mention it later.
Oh man, I'm gutted. I'm gonna actually stab my heart.
He was like, yo, this better be your thing of the week. And I was like, whoa, like this guy, I don't know who he is, but he watches the podcast and I fucking love it. And I was like, yo,
so you didn't have any followers in common?
Think of it.
Me and Marley know Adoni. We'll follow Adoni.
No, but you don't follow him. You don't follow him. No. Marley doesn't follow him at all. No one follows him that I know, which is crazy.
It's not someone we know.
If
you're watching this right now, you probably are.
I appreciate it fully, but we had like a little chat, and I was like, yo, I didn't even think of that. I wasn't even gonna say that as my thing of the week, but thank you. Now I am. And it's like, yo, keep it up. I love the podcast and everything. And I was like, yo, that literally made my day. Even as one person,
that's so sick.
the thing for me is I want people who don't know us to know the podcast, because
Exactly.
I would say everyone who knows me knows about the podcast. That's all I chat about.
That's the thing about being a small like content creator, is that every single person that contacts is gassed. Like small number, like as much as small numbers are small numbers, you get gassed because you're like, oh my god, people are actually interested. Whereas like if you've got 10 mil subs, another one sub, no offense, you're not really gonna care. Because
no, you aren't.
That's like on TikTok. Last night, on my Callum stream, Cook Some Streams TikTok, I got over 100 followers, and that got me gassed. I was like, that's so sick, because like it's so small, but people actually appreciate it. And I had people commenting on my post being like, "I just followed you on Twitch. Content's sick, bro. Keep it up and like check it out." And like, it's just sick. I don't know.
Yeah.
It gets me gassed. So like, small, that's the one upside I'd say. There's a couple, but that's one of the main. Yeah, it's one of the main upsides of being a small content creator.
You appreciate everything, innit? Like the small things are just, it means the world, because it means a sign of growth. It means people are seeing it. So that literally 100%. Made my day, and I was like, yo, that's gassed. Like
and like big YouTubers and big content creators always say that like one of the most insane moments is when they were small and suddenly started to grow and people start to appreciate it.
Yeah.
And we're in that at the moment, which is calm, which I love.
But
I'm also going to put a disclaimer. I'm going to put a disclaimer out. A bit wavy tonight. I'm a bit wavy. That's right. I'm just going to put that out there.
I think I'll be wavy like fully for the drunk episode, and then another time I came back and remember when like Jake was like right beside me.
Yeah, you were wavy then.
That video is.
It's my turn now.
It's alright. It's alright.
It's okay. Also,
come on.
You probably noticed, but we're wearing the same beanies.
Oh yeah, we're exactly the same as well.
Exactly,
mine's just a bit more. I think more like ratty and dirty.
Tyler's got, this is pretty new. Tyler's got his on because he hasn't had a trim. I put mine on because the reason I'm wavy is I went out tonight. Freshers week at uni. I did, because of 2020, I didn't get a freshers week, so I'm tagging on to the freshers week this year. So I'm a bit wavy.
It's weird. My freshers is like later, like it starts from the 27th.
My freshers is almost done.
It's so weird. Yeah, I don't know. It makes no sense. But
it's the week or two before you start uni.
Yeah, mine is when I start, and then
that's weird.
Yeah, it's so weird. I don't know.
Because me and Tyler both start. We're recording this on the 22nd. I believe it's today. It's 22nd.
No, 20th.
20th.
Yeah.
I don't know where I am, but me and Tyler start. So it's on a Monday. Me and Tyler start in exactly a week. Oh no, I start on the Tuesday actually.
Well, I actually go in for my induction on the 22nd, which is why I'm getting a trim tomorrow. So I look fresh.
Fresh trim for the induction.
I got it, mate. I gotta say, mate.
Yeah, but the reason I'm wearing mine, is that I literally found out about this freshers event that was going on today, like an hour before it happened.
Yeah.
So I was like, I can't be bothered to do my hair, so I'm just going to put a beanie on. And now I can't take this off because I've had this on. If you saw my hair underneath this, it's going to be flat and horrible. So I kept it on.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I only wear mine when I don't have a good trim. So that's the only time you'll see me wear a beanie, because I wouldn't wear it with a good trim. Like, come on,
no,
why would I do that? But anyway, we rambled on about what we were talking about, just the channel and beanies. We're actually gonna get into the topic of the video.
Oh yeah,
yeah, I know it's crazy.
We actually have a topic.
Episode 27, we are talking about travel experiences, everything to do with traveling.
Crazy, mate.
Let's get into it.
I'm gonna kick it off then. Oh my god, I'm running this episode and I'm waving. It's gonna be horrible. So, quick question for you, mate. It's gonna be hard for you to answer because you can probably explain it. Do you enjoy the whole traveling process? Obviously, when you're there and you're in a new place, it's gas and it's sick. But the process of traveling, do you enjoy it? Because some people are like, I hate traveling. Do you enjoy traveling?
I don't mind it. I think it's cool. Like, I think that's where the excitement is. I think like when you're actually like getting ready to go and you start, you're on the road or you're going wherever. Yeah, packing your bags and all that it's stressful, fucking hell. But it's that excitement. Like, what the hell was that noise? Oh, come on, me, What's that? I don't know.
I mean, last episode Marley was here. Marley's here again.
Go on.
She starts to probably watch TikToks or something.
I heard of this. That's what I heard.
Oh, my camera's messed. Carry on, mate.
You moved it a bit. But yeah, the whole like excitement comes from, for me, is like the packing and getting ready and waking up early and and just going, and then you
That's
get
the thing.
there.
For context, why I said Tyler have his thing to explain. Explain what I mean, because you've never been.
Yeah, I've never been abroad.
You've never been on a plane ever.
Never, ever,
which is
ever.
nuts to me. Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Why? What's the reason? Or
I don't know. I've actually wondered, like, okay, what my mum has always said, yeah. And I'm not saying I haven't flown out because of my mum. I'm just saying, this is what my mum has always told me. People go out, people fly out, yeah, and spend like a week away, and then they come back to like a messy house or a shit house. And I feel like that's always gonna stay with me. Like I'd rather like
messy house.
Yeah, so I'd rather like work on my house, like work on my flat, instead of spend bare money just to fly out for a week and then come back to reality and you're living how you are. And last week you was living in luxury. Do you know what I mean? So that's what always stays with me. I'm not saying that's the reason why I haven't flown out, but it always will stay with me.
You know my mum, yeah? My mum is a clean freak.
Not messy.
Okay, I was going to say, because she tidies it like.
Yeah.
But it ain't shit. It's good. It's like
no. I know. But like, I don't want to be spending money. Like, if it's like some money I have, I don't want to be spending money just to fly out for a week and live in a nice place. And then when I come back to reality, I'm like, shit. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to feel like that.
I don't get that. The memories I bring back from holiday is calm. And like when I get back home, like what we usually do.
Fuck, I want to be back there because it was so sick and it's so much better than here. What we
usually do, we go to holiday for the amount of time where the day before you leave or the day you leave, you're like, okay, I'm ready to go home. So when you get home, you're like, that was such a sick trip, but I'm home. Yeah. I'm in my own bed. I'm comfy. Just got off the plane. I'm back home. I'm the first one to use the toilet. And tell me anyone else gets this. You go on holiday, yeah? You come back, like you go on holiday for a while. You come back, you're the first one to use the toilet and the toilet seat is ice. Bro, it's ice, man, because no one's used it for like a week or two. Yeah, right. So you're the first one to use it because you're busting when you come home and it's just ice. And your bed sheets everything's just cold because no one's been there.
I throw the bed sheets. The toilet seat, I'm not like,
that's blessed though. Cold. That's one of the best things because usually when we come back home, we fly at a reasonable time where we are, but when we come home, it's really late at night, so we just go straight to bed. I come home from holiday, I'm tired in the cab, on the plane, I'm tired in the cab, and I get home and I slip into some ice cold bed sheets, and I'm like, okay,
I'm good. No, I feel that.
Yeah,
but I guess one main reason why I haven't flown out is I actually got my passport maybe when I got my provisional, so I didn't actually have a passport.
That's
obviously,
mad to me,
and you need a passport to
I've
fly
had a passport my whole life.
I've never had a passport.
I was born, I've had a passport.
My passport is clean, fam. Like it's like not even, it's been opened, but like, you know, when you open a book for the first time, like fresh, like it's straight and everything. That's what it is. It's not got the little bends. It's not like
mine's a little tight. I mean, you get it upgraded every couple of years, but mine's a little bit tight.
Yeah, but yeah, I just never had a passport until maybe like 2 years ago. So yeah, and I don't know.
So do you enjoy traveling?
Well, yeah, I enjoy traveling when I do travel.
I love traveling.
I do.
The thing is like, so you car or train it, don't you?
Yeah.
Which is calm for traveling because like even this year, me, my family and Marley went to, and my sister's boyfriend went to Devon. And we drove there, but it was like calm traveling. Like we went past the Stonehenge, like all the cool sightseeing stuff. But like for me, when I know I'm going away proper and I'm going to holiday, it's the plane. Going to like waking up. I've never been like, never catch me waking up early ever because I like laying in. But as soon as it's holiday time, I'm already awake and ready to go.
Yeah.
Like it's just the excitement, especially like because you carry it from when you're a kid. Because I used to go on holiday when I was a kid. So even now, if I was to go on holiday, I'd be gassed like in the morning, like waking up at 5 a.m. I don't care. Yeah. Because like you're going on holiday, your bag's packed, you get in the car, you're going, the whole airport like scenario. Parents, I understand parents find it stressful because they're trying to get you through and stuff like that. But as a kid, it's for some reason the airport's the most exciting place to be ever.
Yeah.
You get on the plane and the sun's rising as you take off in the plane, and it's just, you know, you're going somewhere sick, and that's why the airplane's gas.
Yeah.
And even now, if I was to go, especially since I haven't been on holiday for like 2 years, like it's going to be so sick going. And I think the next holiday I go on won't be with my family. It'll either be me and Marley or it'll be me, Marley and the gang. Like it'd be like, I'm looking to go on, because I've never been on a holiday without my family. Oh, I went on a school trip to Berlin with my school.
Oh, right.
That's
okay.
the only time I've ever been away to another. Oh, and I went to Greece with Marley.
Yeah.
It's the only time I've left the country without my family. But I'm
So
trying to go
twice
on a
then?
twice, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to go on a friend's holiday. I'm trying to just go, like, I've got it's gonna sound like a weird flex, but it's not. I've got an apartment in Spain, so I'm trying to take all you man out to Spain, and yeah, just vibe. It's gonna be sick. Or just go wherever. Like we're thinking to go Greece as well. If you're still down.
Yeah. I am.
Because the place we're looking at, it looks mad, and it's just like Greece. The place we're looking at as well. Like if you're a student or someone young looking to go away, pick some places in Greece, because there's some places it's not too far of a flight, and there's some places that are very bloody cheap. So that's why we're looking to go. But yeah. I'm trying to go away. Like it's just the excitement of the whole. As soon as I wake up in the morning to go, that's when the excitement starts. I get the butterflies in my stomach. It's so sick. The whole airport experience is so like, and I'm trying to. I know it sounds like weird to you, but when you go to the airport for the first time, I'm trying to be there because I want to catch your like excitement and like you being gassed about leaving the country.
Yeah. I was supposed to fly out.
Yeah.
I was supposed to, even though it's not far, supposed to go to Ireland to see a couple artists that I'll say later. Supposed to go to Ireland and fly out with my brother to go see them. But the whole like quarantine and when you get there and when you leave, like it was impossible. Wow, my eyes flickering. What the hell? Jeez. Yeah, it was impossible to do that because I weren't staying there for longer than, I think we booked for like 3 days. 3 days, and the gig was in the middle. So I weren't gonna stay there for 10 days because that's not what I booked for. And
I swear it was like long. At the time it was like a 2-week quarantine there and back, wasn't it? Or like a
maybe not now. I checked. Obviously, I checked. I think it was 10 days now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it happened, and at the end of the day, the show actually got cancelled because of it.
I told you, I saw it because you knew it got postponed, but I messaged you. I saw they put on their Instagram like the show got cancelled, and I messaged you. I was like, "Do you know that you're not actually gonna go?"
yeah. Then I saw it.
Yeah.
On Instagram, and yeah.
But you got lucky, mate. You got to see them. But I'm guessing you're gonna talk about that later.
I will.
So you've travelled around the UK. Where's the best place you've ever gone?
Best place? I feel like it's gotta be Cornwall. When I was younger, because I went with my cousin and like my auntie. We went on a road trip. So my auntie's boyfriend at the time had like a camper van. It was just fucking sick. Had a camper van, so we drove from my cousin's house all the way to Cornwall to stay on the top of a fat hill, in these like little huts, and we basically camped. And it was just the view and everything was so nice. So we literally had to like buy like little stoves and shit, like the little camping ones, just to eat and shit, and to like preparing for that. I think it was so sick. And like little pod top of a hill. It's like family made them, and then you could rent them out and stay in it and stay basically in their garden, because it was massive. For how long did I say that? Maybe a week, but I think that probably has to be their place. I would have said Butlins, but it's like I was gonna
say, why don't you say Butlins?
I've been to like holiday parks like bare time, so it's nothing. Like Butlins was sick, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't the best because I've done it before. And that was the most recent one. Yes, it was sick, but I've done it before. So I wouldn't say that's the best, but I've never done that before. The camping in like this sick hut. I wish I took like pictures. I don't know why I didn't. I took one. But yeah, it was very sick. That's probably the best place I went to. And something that happened because we was on a hill. Me and my cousin went like exploring. Went down the hill to like this beach. We were just chilling on the rocks. Went quite far. Went quite far, we actually had quite a scary time because the tide was coming in and it was kind of impossible to get through. Yeah, it was kind of, like the water was coming in. Yeah, the water was coming in and we was on top of these rocks, blocking our pathway. So it was like, what the fuck do we do? We're at the bottom of like the hill, and the hill is, when I tell you it's massive, it's crazy. And yeah, we was at the bottom of the hill. No one's to help. Me and my cousin. That's it. Water's coming in, and was like, "Yo, we're young as well. Hello, dogs. What do we do?"
Hello.
And it was just like, yeah, we got out.
Well, you're here now, so yeah.
Yeah, it was a good time, and it was a good time.
Love that.
But yeah, that's my best.
So you're saying Cornwall's the best?
Cornwall, yeah. I don't know when. I can't remember when it was, but yeah, Cornwall. Camping in Cornwall.
Mine's really hard to say. I can't pick. I probably could pick a couple. Yeah. I'm gonna put into context again. I said this before. It's gonna sound like a really weird flex, but it's not. It's just like I was fortunate enough to go on holiday a lot as when growing up.
Oh yeah.
I've been to probably around about 30 countries in my life, so it's hard to pick. Some of them the same place gone back to. One of the most bougie holidays I've been on was Dubai. We stayed at the Atlantis on the Palm Islands. If you guys know, that's like a bloody 6-7 star hotel. It was nuts. Like, it had a water park, a shopping center, like restaurants, all in the hotel. Like, we barely had to leave the hotel. Mm-hmm. Like, the most bougie, amazing place you could go to. Like, it was insane. They had their own beach. They had like 4 swimming pools. Like an insane place to go. Yeah. So definitely one of the bougiest places. Like, I was quite young as well, so like experiencing that from young was like incredible and crazy.
Yeah.
But I'd say one of the most like action-packed, fulfilled holidays was America. So I did like a low-key tour of America. So I started in New York, stayed there for a bit, like explored the whole of New York, went on a helicopter. That was insane. Then went to where'd I go then? I went to Santa Barbara, I think, after that. Like, it's like a beach holiday, and we stayed there for a bit, and that was chill. Then we went to LA, which was like the classic sightseeing. LA, went to celebrities' houses, like LA Walk of Fame and stuff like that. Then we went to San Francisco, which was like Golden Gate Bridge and all that. I met Will Derbyshire, if you guys know who Will Derbyshire is. Yes, I met him in San Francisco. He stayed at the same hotel as me.
What, like English YouTuber? Like,
yeah,
mates with
I was Alfie Days. He's part of them Alfie Days, Zoella, Joe Sugg, with them lot.
Wow.
So I was young. I vlogged it. If you guys know me as like an OG, you know that I vlogged the whole America thing. I didn't upload them all, but I vlogged the whole time I was there. And went to San Francisco. I think it was like the first or second day we was there. We was in the lobby about to go somewhere. All of a sudden, bloody Will Derbyshire walks in. I was like, mad. I even said to my mum. My mum hasn't got a clue, but I said to my mum, I was like, Mum, that's Will Derbyshire. Yeah. She was like, brilliant. I got a picture of him. Like, she didn't really know who he was, but she took a picture of me. That was my laptop wallpaper. Yeah, crazy.
I would say he fell off, definitely. Like, he fell off big time, I think. I
don't know. I think he's always sort of stayed the same. Maybe he was a bit more back in the day, but like he makes really nice like
the fact that
cinematography type content now.
The fact that I go, oh yeah, YouTuber, and you go Alfie Days, and now he's not. I wouldn't say he's associated with him anymore. He definitely fell off. If you're saying if the first person you think of is Alfie Days at the time, prime Alfie Days, he 100% fell off from them.
To be fair, he has left his prime, but he's still I still subscribe to him. Like he's still making sick content.
I think I do as well.
Yeah. So I met him.
But I mean, I don't unsubscribe from everyone.
No, so. I met him in apart from a few people. I met him in San Francisco.
I don't know what about. You what about? Because I have no clue.
We are not saying. I met him in San Francisco, which was calm. Yeah. Because I used to when I was younger, I messed with like the OG like Joe Sugg, Zoella, Alfie Days,
Louis Cole. I
met Marcus Butler as well.
Same.
Like that was gas. When I was in secondary school, I was an anti-bullying ambassador, and I went to an event at Alexandra Palace, and he was there. Twist and Pulse were there as well. Ali Pally, Twist and Pulse. I met Twist and Pulse.
Oh, okay, no.
I've got a funny story about Twist and Pulse, but I don't think I can say it on the podcast. It's mad. It's pretty mad.
I mean, do you want views? Do you want clickbait on TikTok?
I don't think I'm allowed to say it though. I knew one of Twist and Pulse before I met them. I knew them for not a very good reason. So I don't think I can say it on the podcast.
Oh, okay.
I can tell you after, but the people that are watching they're gonna be pissed at me because I can't say it on the podcast.
I do. Okay,
cool. I know one of them.
Can you give hypotheticals?
Alright, allegedly, one of them rented a flat from my dad and didn't pay rent, but we moved.
Okay. I thought it was be brazy, but right.
It's not brazy, but yeah. So that's the thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I met Marcus Butler at that event as well, and Molly Rainford. Back then, I had a crush on Molly. Sorry, Molly, but I had a crush on Molly. She's a singer. I had a crush on Molly Rainford back then, and I met her, and it was like gas for Baby Cow. It was gas. So yeah.
Yeah, Baby Cow Rose, fam. That's what happened. So Baby Cow Rose. You know Baby Toby Rose? Have you seen that? That clip from Side. You've not seen that clip from Sidemen? Okay, I mean it doesn't make sense then. It doesn't make sense then. In like... Yeah. That's what I'm about. Anyway,
Baby Cow didn't rise.
Hey, you just said you had a crush on this girl who was a singer. And
I had a crush on her. It doesn't mean so.
Oh, right, okay. I was so confused. I was so baffed.
Don't watch me.
I was so confused.
Levi, do not cut to my camera then. Do not. Stay off my camera.
My face.
Stay off my camera.
Still stay off his camera then. Anyway, right. So that was the best place you've been to.
Oh my god, I'm so bad.
Now what's the worst place?
This is gonna be a long episode, bro. I feel like I'm dragging this episode out.
The worst place.
I know exactly. I wrote this down. I know exactly the worst place.
I don't have a worst place that I've been to.
It's probably gonna surprise you, but it's the worst place I've ever been to is France.
France, okay.
France is a beautiful place, and Paris even more beautiful. But the experience I had in France was terrible. Oh. So we have, as I mentioned earlier, just pouring my drink. Hold on.
Yeah.
As I mentioned earlier, we have an apartment in Spain, yeah?
That's and we not always France, fly. Though, okay.
Yeah, but hear me out.
Right. Okay.
We always fly there. And one year, when I was a bit younger, we was like early teen, maybe like 12, 13. We were like
early teen, 12.
13, that's something like very early.
Yeah.
We were like, would it be cheaper if we drove to Spain? So It was like, let's just try it one year. Why not? By the way, if anyone's ever like, if you live in London or around the London area, please don't drive to Spain. Don't do it because it's pain. It's horrible. Just fly, I beg. Because petrol money and tickets is not much difference. You might as well just fly. We thought me, my mum, my dad, and my sister drove. It's back when we had a Land Rover, so it was a bit different because we had like space. But just don't do it. We drove to Spain and we had to stop off one night. It took us like 2 days to drive there. It was messed. Yeah, it was horrible. We had to stop off for a night in France. So we took the Eurotunnel. We got to France. And obviously my dad couldn't drive all through the entire night. So we stopped at a motel in France. Yeah. It was called, oh my God, I'm trying to remember the name of it. It was a French name, but it translated to like first class or like 5-star or something like that. And there was a restaurant opposite the hotel that was partnered with the hotel called Caca, which if you speak French means poo-poo.
Poo.
So that's how we sort of like knew. But we stayed there for the night. None of us slept the entire night. We got there. Me and my sister had to share bunk beds. Immediately, my sister tried to climb up. Something went wrong with the bunk bed and she smashed her leg in and she hurt herself.
Fucking hell.
Not bad, but it was sort of like a bruise and like hurting leg. We arrived at the hotel. Me and my sister had bunk beds. My mum and dad had a double bed. The toilet door you couldn't close because if you sat on the toilet, your knees wouldn't allow you to close the toilet door. That's how small the toilet was.
Right.
We opened the bed sheets up. There was cockroaches in the bed.
Do you know, that's actually quite sick. I'm not going to lie. That's actually mad.
Well, sick as in like bad sick or good sick?
Bro, carry on, man. I'm being sarcastic.
Okay. So yeah, we opened up the bed sheets and there was cockroaches in the bed. And I don't know if they were cockroaches or like bugs or something was in the bed. So we didn't actually sleep. Me and my sister played top trumps. My mum and dad were sort of just like, what do we do? We ended up leaving that hotel at like 4 o'clock in the morning because none of us slept. We was like, we might as well just drive. We're not going to sleep here. We're not going to eat at Kaka because who would eat at Kaka? So we just left. That was probably my worst experience. I want to go back to France, probably like Paris or something, to have a nice experience because that's my only time going to France and it was terrible. It was because it was like a stop off point and it was the worst hotel we could have gone to. Mm-hmm. So that was terrible. Probably my worst place I've ever gone. Like it was just awful. Jeez. Cockroaches in the bed, a toilet door you couldn't shut, a restaurant that was terrible. Yeah. We left very early in the morning because we was like, none of us are going to sleep. My mum, it was just bad luck. My mum, we left. We was about half an hour into our trip leaving the hotel in France. My mum was like, shit, I've left my diamond earrings on the bedside table. It was just a curse. It was a cursed trip. It was horrible. Jeez. Yeah, it was horrible. So that was my worst trip. What about yours? I
don't really think I have one, but
it could be anywhere you travelled in, like England as well. Like anywhere you travelled.
One time, as I said before, I've been to like many like caravan like holiday parks. So this one time when I went to one, I think Canberra Sands, maybe. We got to our like little hotel type little flat thing. We got there, just everything was like hella dirty. Like the sheet, like they didn't clean it at all. You know when they normally clean it, like when the people leave, they clean it, but new bed sheets and all that. It was just butters. The kitchen was disgusting as well.
Wait, where was this? Sorry, I was zoned out.
I think Canberra Sands. I'm pretty sure it's Canberra Sands.
Don't know where that is. You carry on. Let me Google it.
But yeah, it just I think it's Pontins, Canberra Sands maybe.
Pontins, yeah.
Pontins.
What is Sussex? Pontins? I thought it was Pontins.
How do you spell it?
P-U?
No, P-O-N.
Bro, don't listen to me. Bloody hell. I don't know. I always said Pontins.
I swear it's Pontins. P-O-N. It probably is. Tins.
Yeah, it's Pontins.
Yeah.
Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me.
Anyway, dirty sheets, dirty kitchen. So what my
I like how we're baiting out hotels as well. Like just
I don't care.
Yeah, we're giving you advice. The two places we said don't go. Just don't go.
No, actually go to France. Just don't go to where you went.
Go to France, of course, but just don't go to a hotel that's called like first class or best class. It was something like that in French. Yeah. Just don't go. There's a restaurant opposite called Kaka. Don't go.
Don't go. But yeah, it was just dirty sheets, dirty kitchen. That's about it really. We just had to clean it ourselves and
Canberra Sands, East Sussex.
Is that the one?
Like on the beach.
Yeah, Canberra Sands. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. So that place was the first time I actually learned how to penny board. I learned to penny board in hours, which is fun. I didn't
That's
actually
the difference between me and you.
which is sick. Yeah, so I did that, and from then I penny boarded all the time, and then I think a year ago I started skateboarding. A year ago?
More than that, because I was about a year ago. I was talking to Marley about this today. The first times I went out skating with you guys, I was on a penny board, and for the first like 2 times I went, you probably remember, every 5 minutes I'd fall off. I just fall.
I remember that one time. Oh my god! When I come run into me, yeah, you come run into me. Was that even penny board? I just fell off. I just like
was that penny board or was that skateboard? I could have sworn that was
penny. Nah.
Yeah, because I tried your. Okay, so when I was on the penny boards, by the way, penny boards are like a good way to learn skateboard, but they're terrible when you're trying to skate around London. They're horrible. I was story time because why not? I was me, Tyler, David, which is mine and Tyler's mate, and who else? Was that just us? Am I being dumb? I swear there was someone else. Was Toby there?
I feel like it was.
No, I feel like it was just us.
Yeah.
Skating through London. All these guys. David's on a longboard because he's sick. Tyler's on a skateboard. I'm still on a pennyboard because I'm still learning.
Yeah.
Them two went over a drain, like a double drain. Obviously they're calm because longboard and skateboard, you're calm. Pennyboard, not so much. They went over it, so I was like, I'll just follow them. I went over this double drain like in the middle of central London at a bus stop, hit the drain, hit a groove like that, and just flew. My whole body was in the air.
Bro, man, we're up, by the way. Car's behind us.
They've left.
Yeah.
I've fallen behind and I hit this drain at a groove. My penny ball was sort of like flipped up behind me and I've like flown like in the air.
Yeah.
I stacked it on the floor. I probably rolled about 3 times and I was just laying on the floor. I was like, ah. And then people sitting at the bus stop ran up and were like, oh my God, are you okay? That was like horrible. Like, you're right. And I just went, yeah. And I grabbed my penny board and I just ran. I was like, yeah, I'm good. Because I didn't want to hop back on the penny board. So I sort of ran and I caught up with Tyler and David and I went, I just stacked it in front of like 50 people. I absolutely stacked it.
It was the funniest thing in the world because we're skateboarding. I heard this. Like right behind me. Like, what am I happening? I look around, Carl goes, I just fell, I just snacked it. Me and Dave was like, what?
And then these two were like, what? That's crazy. And then we all hopped back on our boards. And then we all hopped back on our boards. And then like 2 seconds after I said that and we hopped back on our boards, you and David like crossed paths and both of you stuck it.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
it was just a mess. It was a whole mess that like
that was near Liverpool Street.
We was going to Liverpool Street, yeah.
Yeah.
So we just all
Christ.
absolutely lost it. But yeah,
that was funny.
That was the biggest like when I remember the first time I went out skating with you, I was on my penny board and we was skating. It was at the point where you were starting to get a bit confident, and it was like a downhill bit, and you just sped downhill.
Oh, I love my
and I was like.
As well.
And because when I started skating on my pennyboard, you'd left pennyboard and gone to skateboard. So I was still on my pennyboard and I was like, I can speed down this hill. I didn't know how to slow myself down. So I just went. I just soared. All of a sudden, stacked it. Like the first time I went out. So like, a mess. But yeah, we're all good now. I'm on a skateboard now. My skateboard's over there. So yeah.
I will just say, so for context, everyone listening right now, you getting your skateboard? Oh yes, gang. For context, so we planned these episodes, and you're currently 41 minutes into this episode, and we have covered
37.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. We've covered 3 points. It's 41
oh my
minutes.
God, yeah, sorry.
So we'll carry on, but that's for context. Just letting you know. We've got many more.
So sorry, man. I'm waffling. This ain't good, man. Never do an episode with me waved again because I waffle.
Right. Should we even do? Yeah, let's do this one. So, obviously, I said it's quite exciting packing, and traveling and waking up early and then do. I mean, if you wake up early and do your packing, that's pretty bad because you're then rushing it. I like doing it the night before, honestly.
Yeah, same.
But are you a person to overpack or underpack?
See, I switched. So when I was little, I used to just like pack a couple t-shirts and trousers and shorts and be like, yo, I'm good. I'm ready.
Yeah, fuck that.
And my mum would have to come in, like, this is when I was very little, like going on holiday when I was younger, and my mum would have to come in and be like, no, you need to set this, and like I'd forget to pack underwear. She's like, you're going to need underwear for 2 weeks, so there you go. Yeah. And she'd have to come in and end up packing a lot.
Yeah.
So I used to underpack a lot, but now if I ever go away, I definitely overpack. Like even coming here, like obviously I live here now properly, like I properly moved out, but before I properly moved out and I was back and forth from home, I'd pack myself for like 3 weeks and I'd be here for a couple of days. Like I just completely overpack myself all the time. No.
Yeah, I feel that.
I'm always scared because I'm at home. Like if I was to go on holiday now, I'd be at home and be like, well, I'm going to need this. I'm going to have to use that at some point. And like half the time you don't actually end up using it all. Yeah. You're like, I'm probably going to need this at some point. So.
And it gives you options as well. And like it's, I feel like it's
Starkins.
Right. It gives you, I was about to say the same thing again. Wow, that's crazy. It's just gone out of my head. That's crazy. Overpacking. Oh yeah, if you underpack, you may be like, oh shit, I actually want to wear that, or you just don't have enough shit. So I would rather definitely overpack and be like, I have too much. Gives me options. Yeah. Doesn't matter if I don't wear it. I don't wear it. If I wear it, brilliant.
Right. I said this earlier in the podcast. Me, my family. What the hell?
There you go.
You good? So it was me, my mum, my dad, my sister's boyfriend, and Marley went to Devon. I just packed all of my favourite fits, like all of them, Because I was like, at some point, I'm probably going to wear them. I don't think I ended up wearing all of them. But I was like, we went for, how long did we go to Devon? A week. We went for a week, and I didn't end up wearing all of the stuff I brought, but it was just worth bringing. To be fair, I'm proud of myself because I feel like I've underpacked for coming here. Like, my wardrobe isn't full. Like, I've really just brought the only stuff that I've brought comfy clothes, and I've brought comfy clothes and the fits that are new that I like, and that's it. Because I've really limited myself because I end up just wearing shit that I don't actually like and that I don't. But like, it's there, so I'll wear it. So I've really limited myself.
Yeah.
And I'm a washing up king. I love my washes. I've got some drying over there. So like, if I wear a fit, I pretty much chuck it in my dirty washing and then just wash it straight away. So I can recycle my fits. So
nice.
I hiccup
well, there we
then,
go.
sorry.
Overpacking is the one for a fact.
Oh my god, we're not even like halfway through this episode.
What we are going to do right now is go to the most highly anticipated section of this whole entire podcast.
Wait, what? No, we're not.
Yeah, no, we are, bro. We definitely are.
Oh no, wait,
bro.
I had questions.
What?
Oh my god, this is a mess.
We're going to go and do a little thing of the week to break up the episode and stop us from talking for a bit. So you have a little animation. So do you want to do your little Levi Rody animation, yeah? Or have you forgotten that as well, mate?
Oh my god, questions! I forgot questions for a thing, bro.
Anyway, Levi, mate. Oh, there you go.
No, Levi.
Good.
Do it, man. Roll it. You kick us off because we've mentioned yours a bit. So yeah, you kick us off.
Yes. Okay, so I actually have two thing of the weeks. So first one, because I've been saying it quite a lot at the start of the episode. My first thing of the week is I got to see the one and only Frankie Stew and Harvey Gunn.
That's my guys.
In London. Yo, absolutely sick night. Like, here's the deal. So I was supposed to go to Ireland, fly to Ireland to go see them with my brother. But the show got cancelled and I didn't end up going. So I'm a bit bummed. I was like, fuck, like that's the show I only booked for. That's the one I only bought.
Yeah.
And like, what do? Obviously London sold out because it's London. Like, it's obviously going to be sold out. So I looked on this site called Twickets. Don't use it. It's dead. It's so expensive.
We're baiting out so many like companies and places.
Don't use Twickets. It's so expensive.
Wow. What if they were to email us and be like, "Can we sponsor you?"
But then I'm fake because I won't use it. And I'm
That's my guy.
Something.
See, promote something bro. You like. Promote something you believe in.
But yeah, don't use Twickets. It's too expensive. Obviously, they take a cut of resold tickets. They take a cut out of it. Yeah. That's how they make money, bro. It's an app. It's a
don't
brand.
use Twickets.
Yeah, so
Twickets don't try and sponsor us. We won't take it.
What I did, the first thing I did, and I think if anyone wants to buy tickets,
re-tickets.
Yeah, if anyone wants to buy tickets, go on Twitter. Because Twitter is the best place in the world. All I did, was typed in Frankie Stew tickets. And and the first one I saw this guy. I messaged him, and it was such a sweet guy. It was stress as well because I was at work. I knew my brother wanted to go. I knew I wanted to go, but I wanted to invite Callum. So Callum was doing something.
It was my dad's birthday. So I already had plans.
No. At the time, when I was buying these tickets, Callum was doing something, and I was like, okay, he's selling free tickets. Cool. Now I'm not gonna go buy free because I have no idea what Callum's doing. I know what I'm doing. I know what Ashley's doing. My brother. So I was like, yo, give me a couple hours. Give me till 5 o'clock. And then I'll see what my mate is saying. And obviously Cal didn't come, so I only ended up buying 2. And what the guy did, such a sweet guy, he was like, do you know what? Tickets are gonna go to waste. I'm gonna give you the third one anyway. So I had 3 tickets at the end of the day.
Do you know how sad it was? If it was any other day, obviously it was like I couldn't go. I would have gone because of Tyler and his brother. Like, big ups to them. I've become such a massive fan of them. Like I listen to them constant. So I would have definitely been on that. If it wasn't my dad's birthday and I already had plans, I would have been on that. And plus, how long have we been friends? Me and you?
Ages, mate.
Like ages. Years and years and years and years. all this time I've never met your brother. That would have been the first time I met your brother, and I'm dying to meet your brother.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? So like,
it was, and for me, it was like the first time I've been to concerts with my brother, but that was the first time I was of age at a concert with my brother, so it was fucked by the end of the night. It was the most funniest
that's what I was thinking as well, because like it would have been so much fun, but at the same time, you and your brother was meant to go to Ireland to go to that concert.
Yeah.
So it was almost like your Ireland trip.
Yeah. Yeah, but we would have definitely got. He was saying as well, like we would have been definitely more smashed if he was there, and not in London.
But Irish go hard, man.
Yeah, we had to. We would have. But next time we're definitely going to more. Like we're going to Unknown T. I'm pretty sure. And we're going to, I think, Heady 1. So I am very gassed. I'm very gassed, and that should be good.
If you and your brother ever go to a concert again with an artist that you know I mess with,
I'll let you know. Yeah,
can I come along then?
I'll let you know.
Because I need to meet Ash because he's he's
a sick guy. But it was so funny, man. The whole night was sick. Got into a mosh as well. I was right in front. Saw my guy Frankie. It was just sick, man. I've seen many. Like I'm pretty sure I've seen every single live video on YouTube of Frankie seeing How to Be Gone.
Do you know what's sad as well? Is that when you first asked me, I was like, I'm pretty sure I can. I was then the whole train, because I think I was here and I was traveling back home. The whole train journey, and when my mum was taking me home, I was listening to them. So I was like, I can memorize their lyrics and then like know what I'm doing when I get there. Yeah. And then as soon as I clocked, because I said to my mum, oh, Tyler's invited me to a gig, or a concert. She was like, you do know it's Dad's birthday. I was like, I've been sitting here for ages memorizing the lyrics and I can't even go.
Yeah.
Of course, love to my dad. Like I stayed with him and I celebrated his birthday, but like there's gonna be others. Like,
definitely. But yeah, sick night. I paid what? I paid £26 for 3 tickets. Ended up selling the third ticket for £10, £16 for 3 tickets. Basically, it was sick. It was so sick. But don't use tickets. Moral of the story. My second thing of the week, because this is the best thing that's happened recently. And I want more. Sex Education Season 3.
I haven't watched it. Don't spoil. No spoilers.
I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it.
I haven't started it yet.
When I tell you, bro, when I told you, I started season 3, at 7 p.m. I ended it at 6 a.m. I binged the whole thing. Christ. I did it. I went on my phone. Whole season, bro. Whole season. 8 episodes. I watched a whole thing in one night.
Is it worth it?
Oh my god, yes it is.
Oh my god, I need to watch it, man.
This was the best thing ever. Yo, the last 2 episodes had me tearing up. That's how crazy it was. Yeah, man. It was.
I need to watch Sex Education.
It was so surreal. It was so sick. Season 3 Sex Education. If I was you, watch it right now. I would say that's one of my top shows, and I always have said that End of the Fucking World and Orange is the New Black. My top 3 on Netflix, man. Top 3.
End of the World, I haven't actually watched since the first season.
Oh, I love that.
I haven't actually watched.
That. That's on par.
You put me on that. Your 17th, 16th birthday at the O2?
16th,
Yeah, you put me on that. That was that night you put me on that.
Yeah, that's amazing as well. But I'm telling you, if you haven't seen season 3 already, go do it. Like I literally no phone, nothing, just on my MacBook watching this.
I need
every
to watch
episode,
it.
just like that,
just
back to back till 6 a.m. in the morning. It was amazing. I was literally tearing. I had to like stop myself. Like, bro, it was mad.
And you're stronger than me as well, so I'm probably gonna cry.
Bro, I don't know why I did, but it was so surreal. And it was just like so nice, just to like basically release and have all our emotions, just
on your ones, just
man,
vibing.
Yeah,
here's the thing, you know, when every now and then you leave me on my ones on the podcast and I have to do that, like, guess a song I hum in or something.
What are you going?
I really need to pee.
Go for it.
Is that okay?
Go for it. Yeah, go for it.
You're gonna have to feel like a little.
I don't know what I'm doing.
As fast as I can, but like, I'll be back.
That's crazy. Well, I guess I'll just like thank everyone for the support on the podcast, because it's been amazing. As we said at the beginning of the episode, this is so weird. And as I said at the beginning of the episode, like Instagram doing bits right now. Twitter is a bit stinky right now, but it is what it is. TikTok doing bits as well. There's gonna be bigger, more content for you guys. We're trying so hard to get like new ideas every week, really. And we got some sick ones planned. I'm looking at the notes right now. We got some very, 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 very sick video ideas for you guys. Especially episode 30, we're bringing Levi in again, and we've already got interviews planned as well, with a special guest, obviously. But I'm very gassed for everything to come. And this is where I fail because I have no idea what to chat about now. So, yeah, Levi, bro, this is crazy. Yo, everyone big up Levi as well. Do you know, I'm just gonna ramble. Everyone big up Levi for, hello Marley's hand. Everyone big up Levi for the editing and the turnarounds of this interview podcast, because he's doing bits. When I tell you we're making his job hard, we're recording these videos quite late, and he does it. And he does it in no time. Does it in about a day, 2 days. It's just crazy. So he edits a whole hour video and gets everything up to us, like TikToks and highlights that you guys are seeing on the channel and TikTok in no time. And I don't know how he does it. So I'm sorry for anyone who wants anything done by Levi, but his time is currently being taken up by the one and only Interlude, his babies. Yeah. Now I'm lost. So I'm gonna sit here and I'm just gonna tell Levi to edit this out because I got no idea. Yeah, I tried. I talked about Interlude, I talked about Levi, and I just told Levi to edit a bit out. So
wow, you copped out.
Yeah, I did pretty good. Marley said I did pretty good as well.
Did Marley join the podcast?
No. She was just giving me a thumbs up and shit.
Okay.
Because she could obviously hear me.
Clearly, Cal's the better host because I can feel that spot. Did you not hum a song?
I mean, you just sing. No, you just hum. Yeah, you just hum a song. I actually said,
bro, when worst shit comes to worst, hum a song, bro, and get the people to comment what the song is.
Yeah. Maybe move. I
really do apologize, but I was literally gonna wet myself.
That's right.
I do apologize.
Your thing of the week, mate. What's yours?
Yeah. Okay. So this is gonna sound a bit sad.
What's that?
Kind of. My thing of the week is actually Freshers Week. Ooh.
Okay.
Because as much as it's like a week, I didn't actually. First year, Freshers wasn't even a thing. It was on Zoom calls and it was.
That's so dead. Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't really do any Freshers last year. So, yeah. And this year, obviously I went to the event tonight. I'm going to try and see if I can scammers myself a ticket because they're sold out. But within the next couple days, there's 2 of them. I think the first one's sold out, but all my mates are going to the second one. I'm going to try and see if I can get a ticket for the second one because it's tickets. There's actually a boat party on the Thames.
Party. That's my prom, fam.
A boat party on the Thames for Freshers. Yeah. That I'm going to try and get into. But yeah, tonight was just like, because I didn't get a first Freshers, I'm so glad like tonight was like a little opportunity to meet new, because I met like, obviously I've been at my uni for a year. Yeah. There's a lot of people, because of COVID, we all did classes at different times. There's a lot of people I didn't actually get to meet. So I actually met a lot of new people tonight and it was fun. I played beer pong at the Freshers event. I won, which was gas.
Nice.
Me and my team won. Me and my flatmate and her friends won. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. And yeah, it's just a lot that I missed out on first year. So I'm glad that I got the opportunity to do it tonight. Hopefully I get to scammers myself a ticket because apparently it's all sold out, but apparently people are selling tickets. So I'm going to try and see if I can get myself a ticket to go on a boat party in London. Just can't imagine like a free boat party in London. Obviously you probably have to pay for drinks and stuff, but like a free boat party.
Yeah, I just said like that was my prom. I went on the Thames.
Yeah. But I'm guessing you didn't get to drink.
No. No.
Because prom you would have been like 15, 16?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I drunk. I think.
Yeah. But this is obviously like uni. I'm a second year, so like I can just get drunk on a boat in the Thames and just be chill. Like it'd just be so sick. If I can get a ticket, that'd be sick. Yeah. Because it's in like, I think it's only in like 3 days. So I'm just gonna try and get a ticket. But yeah.
Nice.
I know it sounds a bit sad, but it's kind of not. I didn't get a Freshers the first year, so this is sort of like my first Freshers. So that's my thing of the week.
I think everyone's doing that now, to be fair.
Yeah. Freshers week is my first week, so yeah.
Yeah. GG, mate. GG. So what was that then? Give us a little hashtag, mate.
Frank Stew and Harvey Gunn freshers.
Frankie Stew, Harvey Gunn, sex ed freshers.
Oh yeah, that's a long hashtag. Wait, let's try and break it down. No, Frankie Stew, Harvey Gunn, sex ed freshers. That's the hashtag.
There we go. Hashtag that.
Do you know what's funny? Last week, like get it trending. Last week's interlude, we actually tweeted out the hashtag properly.
Yeah.
I commented on it as a joke, like, can't believe no one's ever used this hashtag, but like, I feel like every single episode, every hashtag we make, no one's ever gonna use it. Frankie Stew, Harvey Gunn, sex ed freshers. No one's ever used that as a hashtag.
Right. Frankie
Stew, Harvey Gunn, sex ed freshers. No one's ever done that. I guarantee no one's ever done that.
Freshers.
I'll put money on it that no one's ever done that.
That's the hashtag that we're gonna tweet out. So if you get to this point of the podcast and
if you have Twitter or Instagram, you can do hashtags on Instagram.
You get a shout out, obviously. The next episode.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Why not? But yeah, now we're moving on to the second part of the traveling episode. So I don't know how long does this run out. Okay,
bro, we're nearly an hour in, bro.
Okay, that's crazy. But yeah, we move. Let's do it. So, obviously, this episode is about traveling, and something that happened quite recently is COVID. It's still going on, basically.
COVID's a nightmare.
Yeah, it definitely is still going on. I would say it's died down though.
100%, bro.
Yeah, I'd say it's died down.
I'll tell you what, right now, the moment that we're in, we're probably going to watch back and be like, oh, good times. COVID has died down now, but it's coming back. We're going into winter. All the festivals went forward. Concerts have gone forward. Gigs have gone forward.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have to wear a mask wherever you go. COVID's coming back, like, big time. Of course it is. But, like, the moment we're in at the moment, we're in the good times of this, like, 2-3 year period at the moment. We're in the good times because all the festivals went forward.
I just think it's never going to go.
Bro, remember when me and you tried to get Park Life tickets? I regret not getting them tickets.
Oh, yeah, Park Life. Fuck me, man.
Me and you
I got that.
woke up
Jesus
what time
Christ.
did we wake up in the morning? We woke up like 7, 8 a.m. to get them tickets and they were already sold out.
I wish I got that.
I know. Scratch that. I wish I had Alt Life tickets, bro. Alt Life?
Out London. Nah, I don't wish I got that. Just to see Kai. I mean, yeah, Kai's sick. I love Kai, but nah, I didn't want that.
But Old London's always sick. Oh, it's always sick. Do you not think it was sick this year?
It was calm, but I would definitely prefer Park Life over Old London. Facts.
Really? It's always been sick.
Wireless over Park Life.
Bro, wireless is like I've got to go wireless in my life. I'm not going through my life not going to wireless. Me and you will go wireless 100%.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I know Luca wants to as well, so
let's build a group and let's go wireless because I need to go at some point.
And I'm definitely going Reading as well, and I'm camping Reading next year.
See, I went Reading, but I didn't camp.
Yeah, I'm definitely camping Reading next year.
I feel like wireless is like UK's Coachella. I feel like we just need to go wireless.
Yeah.
Do you not think?
Yeah. No, I feel that. But yeah, as I said, COVID was a thing, or is still a thing. Did it affect our traveling?
Yeah. Bro, for like a year, we can go anywhere.
Yeah, it did. I think now it affects it even more because of like restrictions and shit like that. But obviously in COVID, no one's being like, yo, I want to fly out, or no one's got tickets, do you know what I mean? So I don't think it affected traveling like in the middle of COVID. But I feel like definitely now, like going places now. I know Biden literally just kind of died down the restrictions for UK Donnies to fly over. Oh,
really?
I think yesterday or today, quite recently.
Let's go America, bro.
So restrictions are dying down, but it still is kind of a problem.
Do you reckon it's being handled well? Like our government, do you reckon they're handling it well? Like
what, letting us go out or letting us go in, like come in?
Anything.
Well,
like travel, like in travel in general. Do you reckon, like, because obviously we faced a massive predicament of COVID was still at large, but the economy was dying.
Yeah.
Like, it was dying. So they had to open up stuff. Do you reckon they opened up too much too early, or do you reckon it was calm?
Nah, they should personally not opened anything.
I think they opened too much to like all
that
the
Eat Out to Help Out.
Yeah, that in general was Eat Out to Help Out was mad. But I think
stupid.
even now, like even though it's been like over a year since COVID was like a thing, I looked at all the festival videos and was like, I cannot believe that many people are in that close proximity. Even tonight, bro, I went to a freshers event. Everyone in my uni was just all in one spot at once. I was packed around with people. Yeah. And I was like, how has it gone from not even allowed to be like 2 meters from someone to, oh yeah, I can be packed in a venue with someone as long as I've been double jabbed or have a COVID test. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, I feel like the change has been so quick.
The change is quick, but if there's proof, innit? Like if you've done your COVID test and you're cool and all the people around you are cool, I've said this from day dot.
But tonight I didn't have I'm double jabbed. That's the reason I was allowed in. I didn't take a COVID test. I could even though I'm double jabbed, I could have had COVID and gone in, but just because I'm double jabbed,
true.
I went in. It was
very true.
I think things have just been allowed because the economy is struggling so much. I feel like they've just been like, we have to let things open just to survive.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, it's crazy. I feel like a lot, like it had to happen at some point, but a lot of stuff has just opened up really quickly, like very quickly.
I mean, it was definitely gradual though. Like it was, like we had the stages. You know, that date that opens in a couple weeks. That opens. Remember, clubs were like the last thing to open. Remember that? So that Freedom Day. So things were gradually being opened.
If you think about it, we're living through one of the most. Obviously, plague was a thing back in the day, but like, this is arguably one of the most intense, insane diseases, pandemics that's ever gone in the world, ever. In like the history of like UK or like the world or anything. The history of the world, this is one of the biggest pandemics that's ever happened in the world. To date.
Yeah.
Like, obviously other countries have handled things differently, but I feel like we went from everything being closed to suddenly just like, okay, it's been a year. As long as you're double jabbed, go have fun. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, it sort of just switched very quickly.
No, I feel that.
I personally, I'm not complaining. Like, it's been over a year. I'm very tired of having to like be careful who I stand next to and wearing a mask and stuff. Like, I still would, but like, it's just getting tiring.
Yeah.
It's just getting like, I don't know. Like, these years are meant to be our prime years of going out and having fun, and it's sort of been like soiled. Like, we're not gonna get our prime years. We're just not like in like full capacity of like what it's meant to be.
Yeah. No, I feel that. What can you do though? What can you do?
You can't. No, obviously you can't. But I'm just saying. Like,
peak times.
I don't think for a while COVID's gonna just go.
Nah, I don't think it'll ever go. Like, if you go back into lockdown, it's never going. That's what I'm like saying. Say because it's gonna be a constant loop.
Say COVID was the flu and it just got introduced.
Yeah.
The flu's never going. The common cold is never going.
Yeah, that's never going.
I feel like COVID is with us now. Like, we're not going to get rid of it.
I think at one time I said like, there's going to be an excuse where, oh shit, I can't come in, I got COVID.
Yeah, we said that. That was the 2020 episode.
Yeah, I can't come in. Sorry, I got COVID. I'll be there in a day. I'll be there tomorrow.
But we said that was a weird thing then. Where we're living now, that's a normal. I can't come into work.
Well, not a day. Not like a cold. I'm saying like it's gonna be equivalent to a cold. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be like, I can't come in. Sorry, I got COVID. I'll be there tomorrow. I'll be there. You know what I mean?
We're not getting rid of COVID.
Nah. It's not going. It's not going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Peak times.
Yeah.
But yeah, it definitely has affected our travel. And we move on to the next.
Where would we have gone on holiday? Obviously, you said about Ireland, but where would we have gone if COVID wasn't a thing?
COVID wasn't a thing. I think I've always said like where I wanted to first go is like where I'm from. So either St. Lucia or Grenada. There was plans for me to go to Grenada as well. Probably do that soon when I can. But yeah, I kind of want to go there first.
St. Lucia, I felt bad because I've been to St. Lucia. It's honestly one of the most gorgeous places I've ever been, ever. It's an absolutely beautiful place. Like it's gorgeous. And I'd love to go like
But yeah,
there with you.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
Tempting
St. Lucia
places.
is absolute, especially the place I stayed. Like, if you know St. Lucia, you know what I'm on about. But there's like 2 pitons, which is like 2 mountains.
Gopito, Piti Pito.
There we go. You see, so
Big
like,
mountain,
there's 2
small mountain.
Exactly. There's 2 pitons, and we stayed in between. Like, there's a beach in between both pitons, so we stayed on the hotel in between both on that beach. And it was honestly one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. It was like a mixture between like tropical rainforest beach, like
Yeah.
it's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, I'd love to go back. So
Yeah. But yeah, that would be the places I would go to, or the place I would have went to if COVID wasn't a thing, because there was plans to go.
yeah, you booked or not?
No, not booked. It was in talks. It was in the works.
See, I had a family holiday booked.
Yeah,
I can't remember where it was. Like, it's been so long now. It's last in 2020. I actually can't remember where it was, but we had a family holiday booked.
Yeah,
like my whole family, like loads of us were gonna go away, like a full family holiday, but like it just obviously couldn't happen.
Yeah,
it's just peak,
Guys.
peak times.
Go.
Yeah. What's the place you always wanted to go?
Always wanted to go. I think kind of cliche, like typical Spain, typical like just the first holidays type, like the typical place you go to. Probably Spain's a probably big one. My friend recently went to Portugal when you could.
Portugal's
I think that was the first place. Maybe one of the first places to actually open, and I know a lot of people went there. And that's where my mate went, and it looked very sick. We went from Portugal, stayed there for a bit, and then to Spain, and it just looked just nice.
Yeah.
It just looked hot. It just looked.
I've been to Portugal
vibey,
once, and I stayed at like a very nice hotel one, like a marina. It's gorgeous, lovely place to go. Lovely place.
Where do you want to go?
Where do I want to go?
Yeah, a place you haven't been before. Where do you want to go?
I'm pretty sure, obviously, like the obvious Antarctica and stuff like that. Like and actually Australia, I've never been. I don't know if I want to go to Australia, but the only continent I've never been properly is like Asia.
Sides. Oh, Asia. Oh, okay.
So I've been to like every other continent apart from Australian. Like, is like Arctic or Antarctica in a continent? I'm gonna be really dumb here, but like the only continent I've never like been that I want to go to is Asia. I know I've been to Asia, but like I've never been like I've always wanted to go like Tokyo or somewhere like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, just completely like. I know it takes forever to get there from here, but like it's somewhere I've never been that I've always just wanted to go to. Like Tokyo in particular is just like it seems like such an amazing city that I just want to go to. Like I've never been to India, anywhere like that. Egypt seems like quite a cool place. I've never been to. I've always wanted to go in Egypt.
I think India cool as well.
India's calm. But yeah, I'd say one of the main places like Tokyo or somewhere like that, just completely like out of anything I've ever been to before. Yeah. Like the most close I've been to there is Africa. I've been to Africa. Africa was lovely, gorgeous place. But
Where?
like I'd love
Africa?
Cape Verde.
Cape Verde.
Yeah, so I went there. It was a lovely place. Absolutely gorgeous. But I'd love to go somewhere like India or Tokyo or somewhere like that. It's just like completely out of the ordinary for somewhere I've like ever been before.
Yeah.
So
definitely. No.
Amazing. But before that, as I said before, like when I'm comfortable traveling, because at the moment I could go holiday now, like any of us could go. But it's just being comfortable traveling. I feel like the first holiday I go on, I want to be like comfortable, so it'd be like a short flight. So I want to go like to my apartment in Spain. I want to go Greece with you guys. Do you know what I mean? So like it's somewhere that's like short that I want to go to.
I thought my first one would have been like an hour on a plane for an hour. So
yeah, true.
Yeah.
Where's the place you never would travel? Where's somewhere in the world you never go?
Would go. Well, why don't I go there? Why not?
I mean, there's some like
I ain't going to any.
This is gonna get kind of deep. This is gonna get kind of deep.
I'm not going to any like southern. Is it southern? Is it a south that's racist, or is it a north that's racist in America? I ain't go to any racist place in America. Facts.
True, man. I never even thought of that.
Like, I ain't going there. I ain't going there. No way.
Yeah.
If I can like
right here in London, we love you, bro. We love you, man.
But yeah, I ain't going.
I never even thought of it like that. I was thinking like places like Afghan, Syria, things like that. Like,
oh yeah.
Even like I've been to Turkey on holiday. Turkey was a lovely place. Like, I think Turkey was the hottest country I've ever been to on holiday. Like, it was lovely. But like, you've really got to be careful like where you go on holiday now, because like, are you going to be like? I was going to go. I'm not going to say where. But I was going to go on a school trip in secondary school, but I turned it down because it wasn't the safest place to go. Like, you need to take into consideration like where you're going to be safe.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So like, it's
what,
really
did people
like.
Go?
Yeah, and they were fine. I could have gone and I would have been fine, but like,
shit, well, yeah.
They went on okay, so it was their trip in secondary school. They planned it ages before, and then before they went, something.
Oh shit!
I don't want to say it on the podcast because it's deep, but like,
just something happened.
Okay, so something extreme, if you get what I mean, happened a lot in that country.
Yeah.
And the school trip didn't get cancelled, and they just went. So I didn't go. So I was sitting down with my family. I was like, look, because of all the stuff that happened there, I don't.
Go for it.
No. I was gonna say it's not safe for me to go there, so
yeah,
I'm not gonna go. And I don't regret not going, but they were fine. But I don't regret not going. So it's what it is. But yeah,
Cam. Well, there we go then.
Cam.
Have you got more?
Yeah, we've probably got more. This has been a long episode. Are you planning on going anywhere in like the next year or so?
Well, yeah, I wanna definitely go somewhere. This is my.
You want to leave the country now, don't you?
Yeah. Next year.
I kind of want to take you there.
This year, not even end of this year. To be fair, next year.
It's gonna sound deep, but we need to get the gang back together, if you know what I mean, and go somewhere. Like,
yeah, definitely.
We've been planning Greece. Like, I'm down to go to that spot in Greece that we've been talking about.
Yeah.
Just leave the country. I feel like you just need to leave the country and experience like, because you've never like experienced that holiday heat.
Nah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
this England heat is disgusting. So dead.
That holiday heat hits different, man. The smell of the heat, I know that sounds dumb, but like the smell of the air when you're on holiday is just, man, hits different.
Levi's gonna get angry at me. I'll move.
Why?
Because I always do this and I'm not in the middle. I'm out of frame. So
Levi edits the TikToks, so I doubt this would be a TikTok. Will this be a TikTok?
No, but still, like if I'm here, like I ain't in for a minute. If we're both trying. Anyway, I've got a question. Oh yeah,
I know it.
Where we're going? When? Where we're going in next? Where you trying to go? Or just trying to get like gang?
I'm trying to go back to. I've never been to my apartment in Spain on my own with like friends or like Marley or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah,
I've always been with family, so I'm trying to go to my apartment on my ones with like my people.
Yeah,
so that'd be nice. Or Greece, that spot in Greece that we've been talking about would be nice. But yeah, and I'm reckon you're kind of the same.
It will happen. Facts.
It will. Of course it will. I'm kind of tired of like being scared to travel now. I feel like next year or just I'll go somewhere next year. I reckon. It's got to happen. So yeah. Would you ever travel on your own, mate? Would it ever happen?
I mean, if I have to, it's a bit weird. I think if traveling anywhere really.
I don't think I'd agree with you if I had to.
Yeah, if I had to. If I don't know,
it's just
I
weird,
don't know
like,
why I would, but if I had to,
yeah, it's like catching a flight on your own.
I
don't know if I'd want to.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if I'm catching a flight on my own and then meeting someone there out of the country who lives in that country, then I guess calm. Like I'm meeting up with someone.
Would you ever go on holiday on
on my own? Like if I'm no way. That's dead. I don't know anyone. I'm in a complete new area, new country, new culture, everything. No way.
That was I'm kind of gonna bait out, but like we're not as big as him, so it doesn't matter. Syndicate. He claimed he went on holiday recently. I watched a vlog by himself, and he had like maybe a few friends out there. A lot of people were saying like he went with a girl, respect his privacy, but like from the vlog's perspective, he went on holiday by himself. Right, and like he vlogged the whole thing of him being there, and he was on his ones, getting a massage by himself, going on a boat trip by himself, meeting people there. But everyone's saying like, look, he went with friends and he went with a girl, like respect his privacy. I just like, but if it was genuinely like he went by himself, nah. I just couldn't do it. Holiday for me is like, holiday is amazing for me, but like if you go by yourself, like you got to be with people. I feel like to like 100. Experience places and like have opportunities in places better.
100%. Have you seen there's this girl on TikTok, I don't know what her name is, but she goes to places by herself. Like she does things but like on her own to show people that it's not weird and it's still fun.
It's not weird at all. No, it's not weird. But like I personally couldn't, but like if you want to like, if I had like, I rely on good times with my friends and with my people.
Yeah.
But if you can physically have like a good time by yourself and experience different countries by yourself, do it. Like it's not weird, but like I personally couldn't.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, I feel that. Yeah, she went to like Borley-Ballington. Like on her own. Yeah.
Went to where?
Borley-Ballington. The ball put place. It's a club. It's a ball pit, a massive ball pit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Borley-Ballington.
Everyone goes there.
Yes.
I didn't know
she went there by herself, like just chilling, and she does things by herself.
Could you go clubbing by yourself?
No.
No.
No way. Am I a dickhead? That's another question. Like, no, I'm not. There's no way I'm doing that by myself.
Bro, don't say that because you just said that she goes by herself.
Yeah, but she
Bro, don't say that.
She goes by herself to prove that's not weird. I think it's weird. I'm not like that.
Oh my God, there's this guy on TikTok that I follow that goes for meals. He lives in America. He goes for meals by himself. And he's like day 13 of going out for a meal by myself.
Yeah. Imagine a cinema by yourself, bro. What are you doing?
Watch the movie.
Nah, I'm sorry. You can't. You can't.
Well, you go cinema to not watch a movie.
Yes, I go to the cinema to watch a movie, not by myself, next to a complete stranger. I'm good. I'm very good.
I mean, I agree, but like, I feel like it's weird because I love going places with people, but I love the fact that people go places by themselves and it's not weird. Like it was a good few weeks ago. I was here by myself and I was like, I don't want to order in. I really fancy going out. I went to, I don't want to bait it out. You know the place
I know.
Where we had the wraps,
Yeah, I know.
So I went out and I went for a meal on my ones. And I walked in and I was like, how many people? I was like, just the one. And I was like, it'll be calm.
But when was this? Is this for dinner or for breakfast?
Dinner, bro. But it wasn't sad because I was by myself. I was just here by my. Yeah. Usually I would never, but I was by myself. So I was like, I don't fancy ordering in. I'm going to go out and have something. And I thought it'd be calm, but I ended up just sitting on a full table by myself, ordering food by myself. And it just seemed a bit sad. Yeah.
If it's breakfast, calm. Go Costa, go calf by yourself, eat a sandwich, do some work, do you.
But I was
calm.
like, before I was like, it shouldn't be sad because it's like, anyone could go out by themselves. But as soon as I went, I was like,
yeah, fam, never.
It seems kind of sad, yeah.
Imagine me going to the place we love, like near mine. Our date spot, basically.
Yeah.
By myself, bro.
Me and Tyler go on dates, by the way.
Yeah, come on. Imagine just going there by myself, just sitting down and be like, yo.
Yeah, so I thought it'd be calm.
First platter, like the salad and the bread. I
thought I'd be alright because I didn't realise they did. The place I went, I didn't realise they did like full sit down dining dinner. I thought it was just like a chill spot. So I was like, I'll go get something to eat. End up being like a sit down, like during the day, they're like a chill calf lunch sort of place. But by night, they're like a sit down restaurant, which I didn't know. Right. So I went and I was like, I'm sitting on my ones. I ended up sitting on a table by myself, just scrolling through like Instagram and TikTok.
Well, inside or outside?
Inside. They didn't have any tables outside. I would have sat outside, but they didn't have any tables outside. So I sat inside. I didn't want to just sit looking at nothing. So I was on my phone the whole time. And I was like, this is kind of sad. It's like, if I saw me from someone else's perspective, I'd be like, oh, he's by himself. That's sad.
Yeah.
I tried to like think like, yeah, I want to normalize eating by yourself. But in that circumstance, it didn't work. I was like, I'm just literally on my own eating. It's a bit sad.
Yeah, no, I could never do that. Breakfast, calm. But
breakfast is calm, yeah. Lunch is kind of calm as well, but like dinner,
yeah, I'm good.
It's a bit sad. And to prove my point, like a couple of days later, me and Marley went back to the same place just to be like, yeah, I'm not a loner. I was just by myself on that day.
I'm not a loner.
I promise.
Well, yeah,
bro, wrap this episode. I think that's more and more waved. I'm getting more waved.
So, thank you everyone for watching episode 27 of the Interlude podcast. You've been listening to us chat about traveling, basically. Where are dogs? Mostly traveling. Mostly traveling and a lot of rambling, but thank you for watching. If you did like this video, you know what to do. Like the video.
Sorry if I waffled a lot this episode. Next episode will be calm. Episode 30, what are you drinking?
No.
Okay.
We're not.
Okay, come.
So yeah, like the video if you liked it. Don't dislike it if you didn't like it. Rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts, because why not?
No,
why not? We'll give you a shout out.
We don't deserve it. After this episode, I've ruined this episode. We don't deserve it.
That's about it. So I've been Ty Lovins.
I've been Calamo Dorcas.
And we've been at Interlude.
We've been Interlude.
We've been there Interlude. I'm pretty sure I said there. But hey, thank you. We'll catch you guys in the next one.
I promise next episode I'll be alright.